Okay, back to Fire Emblem. We're now actually going to start the game. No more prologues. We are going into Chapter 1, Footsteps of Fate. Alright, let's get into it. I don't know why this game keeps on insisting that I am a strange person, you know. First, Lynn here made fun of my name. Now, the narrator here is telling me that I'm strange for some reason. I'm just an ordinary guy traveling, and I'm not strange. I'm pretty swell, you know. Well, I didn't even know Sakai even had cities. I thought they just had like a bunch of secret villages spread out across the entire continent or something, you know. Like, and also, how is this if this is the biggest city? It's like a couple of trees. It didn't look that big. So, yeah, I mean, it might be the biggest city by default. It might be the only city in Sakai. So, yeah, now we're being solicited by this young man. Already, as soon as we leave, Lynn, you're already being solicited by a guy. Way to go. That's a pretty lame, little speech there. Passion and fire. Oh man, roast him, Lynn. Give it to him. You can call him an oaf. Nice. That's the meanest thing to say to a person. You can call someone anything you want, but once you call him an oaf, you know, you better step back. And a guy comes along with orange hair. This game definitely likes to incorporate its colors. Any hair color imaginable. Orange, rainbow, purple. Yeah, there's gonna be a character that's gonna have that. Literally every single hairstyle. Have you ever seen a character with completely orange hair? This guy has it. I'm pretty sure you just said this is the biggest city in all of Sakai, and 2 horses can block out the entire city. Wow. Like I said, this is probably the biggest city by default. It might be the only city. If 2 horses can block the entrance, you know. Yeah, Lycius Knights are all full of scumbags. Every last one of them. There's not one good knight in the entire army. You lout. No, and there we go. Introduction to the first capitalized word, not. Yeah, you must be really upset then. And apparently we're her mission for some reason. You can just tell by looking at us. And of course, we're being pursued again. Everywhere we go. Like, do we smell that bad? Can bandits everywhere just like take a one whiff of us and say, oh, no, we're here. And yeah, another ugly guy. What's his? I bet his name is like something stupid, like Roger or something. Bob. That's right, we'll not give up. We can beat every last one of them. And here comes our heroes. The two perverted men that want to make out with us. There we go. Those two are gonna save the day. I kind of like that about Lynn. She's not like every other like female protagonist. She's not like, oh, these two knights are here, let them do all the work. No, this is our fight. They're after me, and we're gonna handle this. I like that about Lynn. That's some guts there. Anyway, so we get the addition of 2 new characters, and I think there's around 5-6 enemies. Yeah, 5 enemies, and Zugu. I mean, I was pretty right. That's a pretty ugly name. It fits pretty well, but here we go. First guy is Sane. He is a cavalier, and you can definitely tell by looking at his stats, he is strength-wise, while orange-haired Kent he's more of a agility guy. Like, both of these characters are pretty good. Sane is the stronger one of the two, and Kent is the more agile. He's gonna get more, his accuracy is gonna be higher basically, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a little higher defense as well. Anyway, from the start of this, I'm gonna get Lynn to do a lot of the damaging previously, or like usually I'm gonna start off with Lynn attacking just because she hits twice and she does like a lot of damage, as well as she's gonna dodge most of the time unless like they somehow hit like a 17 hit chance. So hopefully that doesn't happen, and I'm just gonna clean up the mess with Sane. So he's level 1, I think Lynn's level 2 at this point, so I'm gonna kind of get them equally balanced. And one thing you're gonna notice is that I am not gonna be using Kent. I'm one of those guys that kind of like to be diversified in the units that I use. I don't want to use like 3 or 4 of these cavaliers. What these 2 units are, cavaliers are the ones with the horses. Basically, they can travel pretty far, and they predominantly use swords and lances, and their movement and some maps are severely restricted, so it's not every single map that they're going to like completely like jump across the entire map. So yeah, the only reason why I would use Kent in this position is just so I can get some damage on him, so Sane can get the final kill. So yeah, if I didn't explain it before, it doesn't really matter if you damage an enemy. You're gonna get very minuscule experience. What really matters is that you get the final blow. That's what's gonna make, that's the money maker. That's what's gonna get you the XP. Also, I am equipped with an iron sword because this game has a weapon triangle. Basically, it's kind of like the rock, paper, scissors concept where swords beat axes, axes beat lances, lances beat swords. So most of these bandits at the beginning of the games, and wow, that's a pretty good level up. But most of the bandits at the beginning of the game are gonna have axes. So swords is what you want to go with in the beginning. And you can see how Lynn is a monster. Like, she might not be that good in the defensive department, but she can dodge pretty much everything that comes to her. She's probably one of my favorite characters in this game. Because I kind of like those fast characters, those fast, agile characters that's going to dodge everything, but not take a hit too well. I like those kind of characters. You gotta have them. And then you have your big bruisers, such as like Kane and Sen, so it's a pretty good mix. Now we're already on the last enemy here, Zugu. Zugu, Gugu face. And what I'm doing here is that I want both these guys to attack at once, and yeah, Zugu is a joke. He's not that hard. This map is probably easier than the last one. Oh, he's not even gonna put up a fight. Yeah, it's pretty much over. See a Zugu. And yeah, here we're gonna go with Lynn and finish this guy off. And take that. Oh, nice. Pathetic, Zugu, pathetic. What if your wife saw that? What if your parents saw you just whiff on that? And they wouldn't be proud, I'll tell you that. You know, honestly, even if it was just a lone girl, I probably still would have beat all of you with the way you swing your axes. And, yeah. Lynn gets... That's a pretty bad level up, but at least it's just not just, like, luck only. Okay, so we finished him. Good. Kent's hair definitely does not look orange. I'm pretty sure that's red. And Lynn loves to say that phrase. That's apparently her phrase. She's the one that concocted it. Should definitely get a patent on that. Will you share your story with me? Maybe that's just like a dialect. Not a dialect, but it's what the Sakane people say. Or what was your tribe? The Lorca people say. Will you share your story with me? So... You know, Lynn doesn't even look like she's 18 years old. She looks like she's, I would say 14, so that's a bit of a surprise. But then again, you never know with these animated characters. Like, you'll have people who are like 40 years old and who look like they're 12 and say that they're 40 years old. You never know with these guys. So I guess the king or the Marcus's son and daughter had a kid and just decided to leave the city life and go live with the nomads. I guess that's a respectable decision. Pretty interesting. And if these guys know that Lord Lungring is basically a douchebag, then if it's that obvious, then why? If everyone knows that he sucks, why don't we just get rid of him? Like, are people just afraid to stand up to him or something? Yeah, get the soldiers, poison him or something, get rid of that guy. We make this adventure a whole lot easier. Come on, you know, see, that's why there's no good men among the knights. They realize that this guy is a jerk, and yet they won't do anything. They have to wait until a random girl appears from the plains and basically saves everyone, so, yeah.